ECO9 is sponsored by your Washington area Toyota dealers.
We've all been looking for ways to cool off from this extreme heat, right? And it's not just us humans. Apparently the insects are also looking for relief too.
That's when you know it's hot.
Yeah.
Right. Well, bees recently started taking over a splash pad in Northeast Washington. So to keep kids from getting stung, the city created a new splash pad just for the bees themselves.
Wow, never heard of that. Michaela Lucero has the story in tonight's ECO9 report.
So how do you protect the honeybees in a case like this? You become ingenious, you become creative, and you make sure that you have a solution. And the solution, by adding a water source into the bee colony and a bird bath, was the best solution.
It was the dog days of summer, and deep in the Edgewood forest, a colony of bees was desperate for water. The sweltering summer heat forced the bees to drink from the closest water source they could find, which just so happened to be the Edgewood Splash Pad in Northeast D.C. Residents noticed the bees swarming the water feature and were worried about kids getting stung. 3 D.C. agencies worked together to come up with a solution.
Everyone is abuzz about this development. So the D.C. Department of General Services was really excited to join the D.C. Department of Parks and Recreation and the D.C. Bee Alliance to make sure that there was a water source for our honeybees during the heat emergency, away from the actual community splash pad, and give them their own kind of splash pad.
Honeybees are attracted to chlorinated water, and they prefer to drink from shallow sources and wet rocks, making the splash pad seem ideal for them. But unfortunately, these fountains aren't a reliable source of water since they aren't always on. Josh Singer with DC Parks and Rec explains more.
Because they actually prefer consistent water. The thing about splash pads is it's inconsistent. So as soon as they saw this consistent water source, they started hanging around there and less at the splash pad.
So as these hot summer days continue on, everyone,
from humans to bees, we are an inclusive city,
can stay cool and hydrated. From Edgewood Rec Center in ECO9, I'm meteorologist Michaela Lucero, WUSA 9.